Howdy, my name is Ari, and I'm the creator of the indie animated series, Respiritgina. I'm also the writer, director, producer, character designer, sound mixer, editor, and animator. It's a lot, and I mean a lot of work, especially when bigger indie animator projects have a team or a decent budget. I have neither of those. So I do my best with what I have, and it's the reason why episodes take so long to make. But Respiritgina wasn't always an animated series. Long ago, it used to be a comic. The very first draft of Respiritgina was originally made on September 17, 2019. The premise was mostly the same. Casey gets sent to a fantasy world called Respiritgina and has to work to get back home. There were a lot of differences though. Characters like Neko and Cameron simply didn't exist. The original trio, Casey, Trell, and Draculon, had way different designs, with Casey being transformed into a talking dog whenever he's in Respiritgina. The comic would follow the trio on the misadventures throughout Respiritgina, as Casey would have to eventually brave through a place called the Underworld, which was essentially hell, in order to make it back home. However, Rutell and his minions would try to stop them. While the writing of the first comic got finished, the color and the line art never did. While 2019 me did enjoy making the comic, it took a lot of work, so back then I decided that hey, I did animations of Flipnote and such, why not try making Respiritgina into an animated series? Granted, at this point I knew next to nothing about animation, so I was in for quite the rude awakening. So I made a YouTube channel on October 20th, 2020 and started to animate. I would use three main programs: IPSPanX for drawing and making thumbnails, Flipperclip for animation, and CapCut for editing and sound mixing. I posted the very first episode on February 6, 2021, and felt really good about it. Granted, I had no idea what I was doing, but hey, I was having fun and creating stuff. None of the episodes had voice acting, mostly due to me not knowing many who could help, and I wasn't good at doing it myself. I posted 2 more episodes after that before not posting anymore for a while. I just posted poorly drawn shitposts and animation memes. It got to a point where I wasn't satisfied with how the story was going, since, well, I didn't really have one. So I remade the series. July 8th, 2022, the first episode was released again, and I was pretty happy with it. There still wasn't voice acting, unfortunately. I was mostly inspired by creators like Wolfox Animation Studio, which how there's lip sync and text for the audience to read. I managed to pump out 5 episodes in a few weeks, and I remember episode 4 being a nightmare to make because you change the layout of the project once and then makes everything all laggy and then you just can't fix it and Episode 6 was when I decided to bring in voice actors. It was voluntary work since I didn't have money then. Guess some things never change, am I right? The thing about creating characters is that you often expect them to sound different, so hearing actual voices was quite a surprise. And this is not a jab at my voice actors. You all do amazing. It's just me that's the issue. It took forever to animate episode 6, but hey, I did it. Then episode 7 rolled around, and oh boy. To start, I had to borrow my twin's phone due to Flipperclip's new update being broken as hell on my old one. My old phone had only 16 gigabytes of storage total, not available total. That meant I couldn't really do much with what I had. So having to share a phone with my twin meant that productivity was essentially cut in half, since I can't just use the phone and animate 24/7. Episodes 7, 8, and part of 9 were done on the shared phone until I got a new one and did the rest of the episodes on it. Which, fun fact, I actually finished episode 10 before episode 9 due to 10 being a music episode and me not having all the lines for episode 9. Now that brings us to episode 11. I'm sure this won't cause any problems for me. This episode broke me in a way that I didn't know was possible. I started episode 11's production on November of 2023, and with it being 9 minutes long, not including the intro or outro, do you guys want to know when I hit the 3-minute mark? December of 2024. Now this was on me. I procrastinated it and didn't really put in the effort whenever I did work on it. But I had a deadline to meet. I said I'd get it done in 2024. Cue me staying up night to animate, not really interacting with family when I really should have, all to me a strict deadline on myself. I was feeling pretty down about all this, and I didn't feel that excitement to work on episode 11. In fact, I kinda wanted to just give it all up and make something else. But then, one night I was eating some cheese, minding my own business, when I get a random YouTube notification. When I saw it was a comment, I thought it was just for my Pokemon animatics or something, since those seemed to be doing well than my episodes. But to my surprise, it wasn't. It was for my first episode, the remake, not the original. And want to know who it was from? The official Fliplicip account. That comment, as simple as it was, helped me get out of my slump. If the Fliplicip people saw my episode, then there's a chance they saw my other ones, and if that was the case, I didn't want to let them down. I couldn't end the series here. Also, Fliplicip, if you're seeing this, hi. I don't know if you did see the rest of my episodes, but even if you didn't, that comment of yours still helped me out immensely, so thank you. So I went back to Animating, and while I still wanted to finish it by the end of the year, I didn't think I could. So I did what I was capable of. If I didn't get the episode done by the end of the year, no worries, and if I did, that's great. I wanted to make something that I would be proud of, something that I'd look back on and genuinely enjoy. Flash forward to February, where I went into another slump, this time having to deal with what I call pre-existing fanbase syndrome. It's no secret that things created with an already established fanbase will generally gain more attention than original works. It's sad, but it's true, and I fortunately learned this the hard way when posting my Pokemon animatics. Since my other videos usually get 100 to 200 views after weeks or even months, I didn't expect my animatic to get that much attention, but it did, and I was stuck in the trap of creating more animatics to keep my new audience, because I knew a good chunk of them likely subscribed for Pokemon stuff and not Respiritgina. I didn't want episode 11 to flop after little years of work. But eventually I realized, hey, I'm not making this for an audience, I'm making it for myself, so why not just do it? And so I did. Respiritgina's season finale was finished and uploaded on February 19th, 2025 at 10:58 p.m. EST. When I posted it, I felt two things besides regret because I messed up on editing a voice line and now I wanted to delete my channel and it all. This is a joke. I've just felt pride and exhaustion. Pride because, well, I finally got it done. The season finale was out there. Exhaustion because this episode took a massive toll on me. Before, I was driven by a fun and excitement to get my series out there, but then it just became a massive heaping of willpower that kept me going. I was stressed, to say the least, when working on this project. Animation takes a while, and I learned it the hard way. This was the longest project I ever worked on. Heck, the record before it was only 5 months. Even if the animation errors are small to the audience, they're noticeable enough to me to the point where it sucks. I keep telling myself that if I just stopped being so finicky with the voice lines and kept my eye out for errors, especially when I've done my best to get all the rest, then maybe it won't be so bad in my eyes. But enough about what my brain was saying. There was a chance that people enjoyed it despite its flaws. So, after I posted the episode, I went to bed. I didn't sleep well that night. My brain kept driving in the same nitpicks and complaints over and over and over. I told myself I wouldn't look at the episode until the morning after to see how it did. I wasn't expecting it to hit big numbers or anything. My episodes never really do well. Morning arrived, and it did average for an episode. What, were you expecting to be like, oh yeah, so it had the highest views on my channel and the algorithm blessed me? No. I don't expect miracles in my life. Not anymore. At least people seem to like it, so that's something, I suppose. With the season done, there was a question popping up in my mind. Was it worth it? Was this episode worth the endless amount of work, the frustration, the pain, the stress, and the time? Was it worth having you guys wait over a year for this? Was it worth me essentially disappearing and simply forgetting about Respiritgina in favor of Pokemon? Was it worth all the pain I put myself through? There's really no good answer for it, at least for me. I realized that burdening yourself over a project isn't good. I needed to find a healthy balance between my animations and my life. I didn't do that when working on episode 11, and I paid the price for it. But now I ask you, viewer, assuming you've seen the episode, I ask you, was the wait worth it? Did you have a good time watching it? Was it a decent finale? Did the episode meet your expectations? I know it's not the best compared to more popular indie animations, but those have a budget that I don't. If you did enjoy the episode and felt like it was a decent season finale, that's great. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I ask that you share it with others, or at least get my series out there, you know? Spread the word, make people aware of it, stuff like that. Indie creators need all the support they can get, and making people aware of their projects helps out a lot. If you can, make a post or video about it. Tell your friends, your family, your cat. Okay, maybe not the last one. Season 2 of Respiritgina is gonna take a long time. I'm probably gonna go on hiatus when it comes to working on it, but maybe upload some shorter clips of Season 2 to keep interest. Maybe even a trailer or something. Or maybe I'll share some behind the scenes stuff of episode 11. Who knows? Again, if you like my series and stuff, go share it with others, make them aware of it. I really appreciate it a lot, especially with how things are for me right now. Now, I'm gonna take some time for myself by watching some Teen Titans and eating pickles. So, bye guys. I'll see you on Season 2.